Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Entropy Universe here on Whelp Squad TV. Today, we're going to be doing some serious hunting on Mollusk. I have already gone through the 1,000 kill Mollusk challenge, so we're going to be working on the 5K today. Earlier today, I made the decision to sell my Castorian Combat Mace Mark III. I realized I wasn't going to be using it for a very, very long time. I had it for the rental shop. I had a couple people rent it. Then interest kind of petered off a bit, and it was a lot of PEDs to have sitting in just one item that I wasn't using. So I made the decision to sell it. I intend to buy a melee trauma amp Mark 6, and I'm going to be getting that hopefully sometime in the near future. I gotta wait for the prices to stabilize a bit because they are quite expensive at the moment. But my goal is to end up getting one of those. Before I do that, however, I want to put all those PEDs that I got from that mace through my Bicac Blix at the Mollusk. So I want to get a lot of skilling done. And with killing so many Mollusk, our return should be fair enough where being able to buy said trauma amp won't be any issue at all. If I couldn't, that would be the most horrid return ever. That would be... If I couldn't be able to purchase that amp after this run, it would be under a 50% return for... I'm guessing it's going to be several thousand mobs killed. So I'm very much so hoping that we're going to end up being able to, A, have a good, successful run on Mollusk, and be able to purchase that amp and have money left over for more grinding. So, let's get started. So... most important step, even though once you're just mashing F here for both attacking and looting, you really don't need them. I was doing it last time, like my last 100 kills or so, I did without a loot pill. But still, good to have the peace of mind of having that extra quick looting so you don't have to go back for anything. Alright, and let things begin. I was fortunate enough to find a really good spot to kill Mollusk in. Because I've been wanting to do this mission for a while. I was trying to find a spot. I finally got one. Alright, what should I show? Let me get my my knife stats out. Maybe the map will show right there if I have it like that. No, target the one that's next to you. There we go. Yep, so, probably should have written down the exact TT value we started with. But I'm going to write down the rough estimate of it, because we haven't been killing that much here. Alright, we're going to say starting value was 22.95, and that sounds right from how much I had on it before. All right, I'm gonna record how many times that we have to repair the melee amp because I left some extra PEDs for the portable repair unit to be able to do that. So we're doing 29.95. Everything else is fully repaired. Excuse me, 22.95. 2,295 PED. Not all tonight. I should say that that's not all happening tonight. I simply don't have the time for it. But we should be able to get 500 PED worth of hunting done, I think, tonight. And then next time I stream this, we'll work on it. I'm figuring this is going to probably take over the course of 3 streams to complete. Alright, here we go. Now we got the groove going. And I just recently tiered the Blix up, so would love to see some new tier ticks happen. I'm hoping with this much ped through it, I'll see at least get the 7.1 or something like that. There's a nice group. Look how many are right here. This is dense. Dense is what we want. We want mob density. Perfect maturity range. We have young through a level 19. And I'm not sure what the level 19 is. I don't think it's a scavenger. It might be a scavenger. Or it might be like an alpha or something. I'd have to look. So my goal for grinding through certain mob missions has been to make an attempt at pairing the best weapons with the best mobs to make most efficient use of my time while hunting, while doing it in a way that, A, it's not costing me a ton of money to be able to kill a lot of mobs, and to maximize my skill gains. I'm trying to factor as much in as I can. That is a hell of a way to start off a hunt right there. That's the largest global I've gotten on these guys in the past week or so that I've been hunting them. So 54 petter, not a bad way to start. So let's hope that is a good... What did I get that on? A scout, okay. So that wasn't too big of a multiplier then. So that wasn't like a giant multiplier that just sucked up all my loot for the night. If I got that off of a young, I'd be a little worried. Wow, a 17 petter already. We're doing darn good so far. So anyways, the reason why I'm sticking with a Molisk is because even up through the Molisk Gatherer, Molisk have an incredible level to HP ratio. You can gain a lot of skills on Molisk simply because of how low their HP is compared to the level. And that's something that's good to keep in mind when you're doing long-term hunting on a certain mob. I love Longu. Longu are a great mob, but they have one glaring problem. They're a very low-level mob for their HP. A Longu young is only it's level 7 mob that is 300 hit points. And now 300 is not a lot of hit points, but for the level of mob it is. That is actually a lot of HP for a mob that level. So really, you're looking for something that's got 300 hit points, more like around level 9 or 10, preferably around there. And there's some mobs that get you even better than that. So now the reason why I like Molisk is that even your little Molisk adults have a really great HP ratio, and the youngs, which I think are level 7, only have 100 and something hit points, like 160, something like that. So they have a really great ratio. Same level as a Longu, but just a little bit more than half the hit points. So you can kill a lot more of them, have a better chance at getting a better loot, simply because you're able to kill more of them. So if you're able to cycle and kill more mobs, your chance of getting a better loot is much higher. That's just the way it is. More chances. And I mean, I just want you guys to look. Just sitting here. We just started. I've gained 3% of a level in Knife Fighter. Just sitting here. We just started like 5 or 6 minutes ago. That's going to be, by the end of the night, like 30 or 40%. Something like that. Already of a level. Now, there is a number of mobs that have an even better ratio. Some of the best mobs I've found in-game as far as level to HP ratio are Merps, Oros, and then there's actually a Rocktropian mob. It's in Hellmine 5. I think Northeast Drakes or something like that. It's in Hellmine 5, and it's literally called Horny Little Devil. They have 500 hit points, and they are level 30. So that is a heck of a comparison as far as your HP to level ratio. That is a great mob to grind if you can put out a decent amount of damage. So like now that I have the knife that I do here, maybe even once I get my melee trauma amp 6, which is what I'm hoping to do, I could potentially go back there and more efficiently hunt them and be able to actually gain a ton of skills in the process. So also notice how fast mission chains can go once you have your correct weapon paired with what you're hunting. So like something like this, a Bycac Blitz, I'm doing a lot of damage with this. I'm killing youngs for the most part in 3 hits every time, sometimes as little as 2 hits. But really, if you can have a weapon that's doing that much damage against the mob, you can maximize how fast you get your mission chains done, get your rewards faster. And in this case, since Molisk are a great skilling mob, you're going to get your level up a lot faster. Oh, that is incredible. It's incredible how fast you can burn peds on this knife. Which, when you're trying to skill and you're trying to get a mission chain done, is good essentially because it wastes less time. You can do this easily with a smaller weapon. You could come in here and do what I'm doing right now with just a Leoi shock dagger without any amplifier at all, and be fine. That would be absolutely fine. But I'm maximizing my time. I'm taking less armor decay per mob because I'm getting them killed faster. And I'm just getting the mission chain done quicker, which is what I want to do. So in other words, if you have a decent amount of ped stashed up for a mission chain, you're trying to figure out what you want to do, tackle it one mission chain at a time. Try to pick a mission chain that gives you your highest skill, your skill gain per ped used, and then also factor in things like what the actual rewards are from the mission chain. In reality, mission rewards from the chains themselves aren't that good. I'm going to be gaining so much more level ups just by doing the hunting on these guys themselves rather than what I'm getting from their mission chain. The rewards aren't terrible, but it's not significant. It wouldn't be significant enough for you to make your decision based on this. Now, let's say there was another mob that offered a specific weapon. Like, I know Mophoids, I think, are the next one that I want to go to. They have a lot more HP, but they do have actually some great mission rewards on top of actually having a great base skill gain. So their level to HP ratio is actually favorable as well. It's going to take thousands of ped to get another tier click on this. I'm always going to keep this Blix. I'm never going to get rid of this. I'm hoping eventually way in the future, get this thing up through at least tier 9. Tier 10 is asking a lot. That would be so many peds to use on this thing. And by then, I know by then I'm going to be using my Genesis Firefly. I'd love to get it to tier 8 by the time I use my Firefly. That is a dense cloud of mollusk if I ever seen them. Let's go clear that out next. Already 115 Molisk kills tonight. Yeah, buddy. They are hot tonight. They are hot. Calm down. Calm down. Woo! That. See, now that, folks, that is density. They're so dense, my attacks are getting hung up. I'm looking forward to hunting these guys with a melee trauma amp 6 because I'm going to be two-shotting almost every Molisk young, I think. So here's a nice level 16 Molisk Guardian. I really like Entropedia's website. They actually have a breakdown showing how much HP per level a mob has. Not all of them are like that, but a lot of mobs do have that information included. It's super helpful. They do the math for you. I mean, you can easily do the math yourself on a lot of it, but it's nice that for some of the mobs they have it already calculated. And the difference with Molisk from a lot of other mobs, the reason why I like Molisk, generally speaking, with mob maturity, the higher you get in a mob's maturity, the less favorable your level to HP ratio gets. That's not true with Molisk. Molisk, it stays relatively dead even, and there's actually a few maturities around the middle that are better than a Molisk young, as far as your I think an adult. Maybe your young is okay, but then like an adult and an old or something like that, it gets a little less favorable, and then it goes back again. Overall, though, Molisk have a really great ratio. And that's why I'm utilizing it. They're already up 7% of a level. I think there's a bigger group back the other way. I'm gonna walk through these guys. We're gonna get them to all want to jump on me here. Now, yes, I am taking more armor decay by doing that, but at the end of even a decent sized hunt, that's been pretty insignificant. Like I did a hunt, it was like 300 ped. No, it came out to over 400 ped. With all the decay included from the knife and from the melee amp, it came out to just over 400 ped. And I think my armor decay was like only 15. So, you know, averaging 4 ped out of 100 as armor decay is not bad, because these, some of these mobs aren't tiny, and they are hitting very hard. I wish it was daytime out so you guys could see this hill better. This hill is just covered with mollusk. This is a good indicator. We're 19.5 minutes into the hunt. 19.5 minutes. We've killed 168 mollusk. And we've gone up 8% of a level in hit. So that's the type of skill increase we're talking here. Now, how much pet have we spent in doing that? $125. We spent roughly 175 ped, somewhere around there, in that amount of time. Oh, there's a nice group. Hopefully, eventually here, it looks like already the sky is getting brighter, so we should see some daylight here in a little bit. Because that's the problem with the mollusks, they blend right into the hill. I would love to have 600 or 700 done by the time I gotta stop. I'm hoping for at least 600. That would be a nice start to this grind. It's looking like from that estimate that I used that I'm killing roughly 150 or 160 an hour at this rate. So we're going to see how many, because I started at 0. Or I started at, I think, 1. I had 1 test mob just to make sure the sound was working. Oh, that's what I like to see. How big is that? 34% for 5 minutes. That's a little weak. I had one the other day. It was a 218% skill boost for 5 minutes. And that was awesome. I think best I ever had was like 150% skill gain. It lasted like 16 minutes or something like that. It was ridiculous. And we need to find another group. I think they're all clustered down here again. Hey, 14 and 4 there. And that was 14 pet of eye oil, so that's nice. Even though eye oil is extremely low in markup right now. It's pretty bad, really. We're going to go right back over there and hit that group next. As soon as these two are dead, that's where we're going to head over. I want to piss off the people that are hunting migration mobs and get a hoff on one of these things so bad. That's what I want to do. Look at, we already got so much hide, we're being weighed down. Ugh. Damn it. I think I'm gonna dump that off probably before the next stream. Or maybe I'll just stay up on this hill. I don't know. I have no reason to have to go in. I have my portable repair unit. I got almost 600 pet on my card left over. I started with close to 2,300 pet on my blade itself. Oh, looks like we actually got somebody out here now. Somebody must have seen the globals. So already, since we started tonight, 276 merps killed. Sorry, mollusk. God, I killed so many merps that they're on my brain. I killed 7,000 merps over the span of 2 weeks? Something like that. I don't know. There were several nights where I killed 1,200 a night. Ooh, there we go. 136% for 5 minutes. Come on, everybody aggro, everybody aggro. Let's do this. Leroy. Let's see how close we are to the big level up I want. I want 140 HP. So we're over halfway there to that next HP. Look at this group. Woo! So many mollusks. Oh, we had a 7.86 petter there. That's not too bad. Oh, Jesus, that's what's weighing so much. Look how much these fucking mollusk teeth weigh. Well, those got to get converted anyway, so let's do that. There we go, now we can walk. Hallelujah. I think we'll definitely reach that at least 450 kills an hour. I'd like to see how high we can go. Leroy! I should, next time I think about it, next time I'm out here, I should be using my skill pills on these guys. I've got like 3 or 4 skill pills left. This is perfect. I think next portion of this hunt, after I finish up tonight, I'll probably head back. I'm not putting anything in storage though. I don't want to put any of my stuff in storage because I want to count up, keep everything separate and count up exactly how much we get back on this run. So we have that much extra to cover, like extra repair on the amp and stuff like that, because we're going to have to repair the amp several times. I do know that. Get another view of the weapon there for you that we're using. Well, that's nice now with the sun coming up. Look at that. %22 of them level in Knife Fighter already. Hugo. Dude just stole my big loot of the night. Damn it. Well, somebody's got to hit the big one, right? It's a 200 and something pad mollusk. That's the first time I've had to heal all night. I'm sorry. Do you want to like get your knife out and actually fight? Well, hey, at least there's two of us out here priming the pump. Maybe we'll be able to cycle enough peds to get a really big one. His was really big though. For a mollusk, a 200 and something pedder, that's pretty damn good. I think as soon as my loot pill wears off, I'm going to run and grab those skill pills. I'm not going to use one tonight because I don't plan on being on for like more than another 25, 30 minutes. And I like to use them in their entirety when I'm online, just so I don't miss a second of those. All right, so we made it past 450 mollusks dead in an hour. So far, our loot's been pretty damn decent tonight overall. This area is very pleasant once it's sunny out. I've been mostly hunting these guys in the dark, which hasn't been all that enjoyable. This is a very nice spot. I love with the shadows and everything from the sunlight. It's very pretty here. Well, we're still going. I wonder if we can make 500. No way we can make 500, right? 3 minutes? No, we can't get that many kills. We're gonna get as damn close as we can, though. Let's do this. That's the one. Everything else should come to me. I mean, it's gonna be close. Ooh, there's a big boy. Level 19 scavenger. So it is a scavenger. I was right about that. We might just make it. Nope. That up, boy. There you go. Come on. We got this. We got this. Ooh, not bad. Come on. 4 more. I think we can do it, guys. I think we're gonna get this. There it is. And we'll kill a couple more for good measure. 500 mollusks in an hour. 500 mollusks in 1 hour dead. I am 100% getting my skill pills out. I think that was it. We're gonna clear a path up the hill. All right. I'm gonna head back and grab those skill pills. Wow. 400 ped. Roughly 400 ped off the Blix alone. $423 ped. Is that right? Or is that 500 ped off the Blix? 500 ped. No, it's 400. 400 ped off the Blix. Yeah. 400 ped off the Blix plus 123 from this. That's 523 ped so far. We've hunted tonight in that hour span. So that's good to know. It's about 500. Let's say, because I killed a couple extras. So let's say it's about 520-ish ped an hour. Plus my armor decay. So that's, yeah, it's maybe like 535 ped an hour, somewhere around there for a total hunting with this setup. And how are we doing? Oh yeah. Just between those two, that's already 475 ped back. And that's not including everything else we got. Like that and stuff. Yeah, so far, part one of the hunt ended up doing really good. Let me get these before I forget. This is what I'm talking about right here. These are going to be so awesome. I got 4 left. 50% skill pills. Going to be enjoying those probably tomorrow night. Let's schlep all of this away. Let's get that guy in there. Everything else has my blueprints in it. I have blueprints in every one of these things. Alright. I'll get the melee amp and everything repaired to full. I'll write down how much decay it was. And then we're going to be good to go for next time. So I want to thank everybody that stopped by. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that follow button. I'm going to be playing a lot more Entropia in the coming weeks. Trying to get my Molisk mission done. I got 10% of it done tonight, and I hunted for only an hour. So that's apparently, I guess, 10 hours worth of hunting to get that mission done, which is not terrible. I mean, that's if I'm really going at it. So I'm probably more like, 11 or 12 hours, somewhere around there, and it'll be done. And if we can then count how many peds that is. So I said it was roughly 535 ped an hour. Let's say 540 to run the setup that I'm running right now. 540 ped an hour. Times 10 hours is 5,400 ped. 5,400 ped roughly to kill 5,000 mollusks, which is about right because they're averaging an HP from anywhere from 160 HP up to 500. So to kill a 300 hit point mob, you're looking at just over a ped. It's just over a ped per mob at that size. It's like ped, like 1.2, 1.3 ped, something like that. So I guess that it comes out to that, and it looks like there's more smaller mobs than there is the larger ones up there. There's a lot of adults. Looks like the adult and the scout were the average, and those are on the lower end for the HP. So I'm anxious to see what we're gonna get loot return wise from everything, and I'm anxious to see how fast we can get our level ups going because I'm really hoping to get to be able to use that Genesis Firefly sometime. This year would be awesome. That would be really cool to be able to use it this year. But not going to push it too hard, but I want to make some progress. That's what we're doing. So anyways, have a good night, folks, and we will see you all again hopefully soon.